Hey, what's up, fam? Kentriarch here. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, I appreciate you coming back. Today, we are going to be starting off a new video series called Featured Firearm Fridays. I will be diving into a featured weapon, how it works, its pros and cons, and my opinion of said weapon. Now, I will be doing a video for this every single Friday, so start commenting down below on what you'd like to see featured next week. Eventually, if this gets a good enough response, I will start doing a giveaway for the person that picks a featured weapon. Without further ado, first up, we of course have the exotic grenade launcher Witherhoard, which is one of my, if not single handedly, my favorite weapon in Destiny 2. All right. Now that you've seen it in action, what is Witherhoard? Well, it's an exotic kinetic grenade launcher, unlike any of the others in the game. Let's run through the perks so that way you can understand why this grenade launcher is different. First up, we have countermass. This weapon is weighted for vertical recoil, greatly controls recoil, increases stability, and increases its handling speed. Next up, we have black powder. This weapon's explosives are more effective, increases blast radius, and decreases stability. In the third column, we have break the bank. Blighted targets take damage over time and blight the nearby area on death. This will make sense in a minute. And in the fourth column, we have composite stock. This weapon has a versatile dual purpose stock, slightly increases stability, slightly increases handling speed. Witherhoard's intrinsic trait is Primeval's Torment. Projectiles fired by this weapon blight the target or nearby area on impact. So, what this means is that between Primeval's Torment and Break the Bank, if you shoot a target, it'll blight the target. If you have direct impact with the ground, it'll blight that area. Now, any target blighted or anybody standing in that area of effect will take damage over time, as well as if a blighted target dies, it'll create an area of effect where it died. Wither Horde also has a catalyst. As usual, it will generate orbs on multi kills and gain a tracker that displays the number of combatants defeated with it. But then it also has increased handling, and then holstering this weapon automatically reloads it after a short period of time. So basically, it gets auto loading holster. I fully admit I have an extremely biased love for this weapon, and I liked it with its exotic perk of Primeval's Torment and Break the Bank, but with the Catalyst is where it really jumped to number one for me. Every part of my being loves the system of shooting the grenade launcher, holstering it, dealing out some more damage to their weapon, waiting for you to hear that clip reload, switching back and shooting it again, and then repeating it over and over again. All right. How does this weapon perform in PvE? Well, you know how you see those videos where there's always that tagline in the title where it's like, this new exotic is actually insane. Well, in my opinion, this weapon is actually insane in PvE. And side note, I am not just saying that for clickbait. Let me put it this way. In Season of Arrivals and Season of the Hunt, my kinetic was the Witherhoard. My energy weapon was the Aikilos SMG for about 90% of my gameplay. You pair the Witherhoard with an SMG that on top of it can create Warmind cells, and you have the best ad clear that you will ever experience. And if you think differently, please let me know in the comments below because I would love to hear something that could be better than that combo. And it's not just about ad clear. This weapon is also fantastic at dishing out damage. Everyone loves Anarchy for that same reason, and this performs in kind of pretty much the same way, but even easier. Like in that video I showed before, where I kind of was explaining how this works, the initial hit was for like 1500, but each of the damage over time ticks was for like 8500. With Anarchy, you have to shoot them twice to get that process started. With the Horde, you shoot them once, switch to your energy or power weapon, and go ham. This thing is universal, and I love it. In this season, I'm really trying to get away from this weapon, but it is really hard not to go right back to it. So, PvE pros: great at ad clear, great at single target damage, and works extremely well while using another weapon on top of it. Cons, um, I, if you got some, let me know in the comments down below right now. In PvP, how does Witherhoard perform? In PvE, I would put this in the S tier. PvP, I'd say about the A tier more, and so in the B tier. It is a lot of fun to use, and it is awesome in 6v6 is what control, or when Iron Banner comes around. It does a fantastic job at controlling the battlefield. I mean, you can kind of force opponents into a situation that they don't want to be in because of that area of effect. And that DOT, if you have a direct hit, they're going to die. And if they stay in that area of effect, they're going to die. No questions asked. Every single time. Well, unless they have a rift or an overshield or something of that nature. Cons in PvP? Well, if you come across someone who has a good shot, hand cannon, sniper rifle, shotgun, you're gonna have a really hard time competing with that, especially in the competitive playlist. Which is why I ranked this a little bit lower in that A to the B tier. All right, for my overall opinion of this weapon, I love it. Go pick it up. It's in the Monument of Lost Lights in the Shadow Keep bundle. It doesn't even cost you any spoils, and it's not just me that loves this weapon. Checking out Destiny Tracker as of February 18th, it still had a usage of 1.42% in PvE playlists, and that ranks it at number 14. And that will conclude the first entry into the featured Firearm Friday series. As always, please help me out by tickling those like and subscribe buttons, as well as commenting down below. I will be doing one of these videos every Friday, so let me know what weapon you'd like to see featured next. As mentioned, if I get enough response on this, I will start doing a giveaway to the person that picked the featured weapon, as well as a shout out to them. So scroll down right now and submit that comment. Until next time, fam, take care.